controversy over airbags.
The impact forces are ferocious. It goes off just as hard at a 16-kilometer impact as it would at, say, a 55 or 60-kilometer impact.
Design.
Top of that list will be impossible to find. Well, there's help out there, but of course, it comes with a price.
It's nearly the week before Christmas. You've looked everywhere, high and low, far and wide, for that special longed-for toy.
I want that Cheetor, but I looked everywhere.
There is a toy shortage, and time is running out. You're desperate. So, who you gonna call? Like Batman and Robin, Dennis Barger and business partner Neil Galbraith are on a mission. They're out to get the goods. They're out to get the toys you need. 6 a.m. The town of Ypsilanti, Michigan is still asleep. But not everyone. By the dawn's early light, Barger and Galbraith begin with a stakeout. This Target store won't open for another hour. But when those doors are unlocked, they're in like a flash to get orders for customers. Collectors and parents, anxious, desperate parents. Parents like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his new Christmas movie. He's a dad who's facing his own toy shortage.
I got the last one.
If only Arnold had some help.
Yeah, I like this one. Should get this one here.
Dennis Barger is a toy scalper, and his home in Ypsilanti, Michigan, is the nerve center of his operation.
I'm showing you all my good ones here. And this is the man-eating cow. Now we're going to take a look at the earring magic Ken. That's over in this shelf, or this drawer.
Stuff everywhere here.
Oh, I know. Okay, this is where we keep our Star Trek dolls.
Tough to find?
Yeah.
Not here.
Scalper's not really a great term to be associated with. I call myself a toy scout. Kind of like a Boy Scout. I'm a toy scout. We have a lot of frustrated parents who get a hold of us. You know, they're looking for that one toy that their son or daughter wants.
I want that Cheetor.
They haven't been able to find it anywhere.
Cheetor.
So they either contact me to see if I have it or contact me to see if I can find it.
As the mother of a 10-year-old, Darcy Chiarelli has often been unable to find toys.
Cheetor, where's the Cheetor?
Right now, she's desperate to find Cheetor. It transforms from animal to warrior.
Beast mode.
Like many hot toys, it was spawned by a TV show. And because of the toy's popularity, it's tough to find. Chiarelli has few options.
Hello, is this Dennis Barger?
Yes, this is Dennis Barger.
I'm desperate to get hold of a Cheetor. Do you have any?
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting some of those in next week.
I really don't want to buy into these things. My kid sees them on Saturday morning cartoon shows. He doesn't want to be deprived. He doesn't want to be the only kid on the block that doesn't have the toy.
Mom, Cheetor's coming.
And yet you go into the store, your story's like, well, it was in this morning. I'm sorry we sold out within the last hour or so. And you feel very frustrated. I think it's a plot.
I really do not believe there is any structured, premeditated plan to shortchange the market on a particular item. It just doesn't make sense from a business point of view.
Donna Piasentini is head of public relations for Hasbro Toys, one of the leading manufacturers of action figures and a wide variety of other toys.
In the toy business, you just never know. Nobody has that crystal ball that they could look into when they're with their retail partners when they're presenting their new lines and say, you know what, this is it. Come here, Fluffy. The toy business is very much like the fashion business because you don't know what's going to be in vogue the following year.
So when there's a toy shortage on the shelf, there's very little to be found. What part of the problem are you in all of this?
At the beginning, I'm usually not there. I find out about the toy shortages after they've happened, you know, and by the time I get into the mix, you know, when I have to put on the gloves and go in there and fight for them, you know, I'm determined. I'm going to find those figures.
Well, we wanted to find out just how good Barger is. We followed him and Galbraith around as they looked for Cheetor as well as other toys. They can hit as many as 6 stores in 2 hours.
Now we're looking for Cheetor. He's the hard one to find right now.
Cheetor.
The toy shortage has been the bane of the industry since time began, and it's more a crisis now than ever.
Albert Plant is a retail industry analyst. He understands the store owner's point of view.
I would suggest that the fundamental basis of the problem is risk avoidance. I want to be in stock when the item's hot. I want to be out of stock when it's cold. Today, what happens in retailing is we congratulate ourselves when we sell out.
Don't worry about
Whenever you can find the Aquaman, buy it because it'll probably be hard to find.
We used to get angry at ourselves when we sold out because we were not serving customers. But financially, a sellout means I'm no longer carrying an inventory risk.
I'm not seeing Cheetor. No Cheetors, no Cheetors. So maybe we'll find one at the next place.
Another day, another country. With the precision and organization of a military campaign, Barger and Galbraith fan out across southern Ontario. London, Kitchener, Guelph, Toronto.
Now we are entering no man's land. This is the Barbie aisle. Now, you never get more weirder looks than a grown man buying Barbie dolls in the Barbie aisle.
Let's play dress up.
The hockey players are exclusive only to Canada. So here's Gordie Howe, Phil Esposito, Maurice Richards.
Richard.
Richard?
Maurice Richard. We have
It's
to teach
Richard.
you.
It's Richard. No Cheetor.
Barger buys at regular prices and sells at a markup of anywhere from 20 to 100%. It's not illegal, and parents don't seem to mind.
I would pay the extra money and just have it over with, finally.
The one thing that you have to keep in mind in the toy business is that it all comes down to the nag factor, which we all know as parents.
Good night, Daniel.
I really want that Cheetor.
The industry argues that it's difficult to know what children will be nagging for in December, when decisions around production are made months in advance.
If we pointed a finger at somebody for toy shortages, we couldn't point the finger. It is the final customer who tells us what we're all going to sell, and we don't get a chance to ask her in March what she's going to buy for her kids for Christmas.
But Dennis Barger isn't prepared to accept this.
Well, I think the manufacturer has to take a lot of responsibility for this. They're saying, look, we're the only people on the planet who can produce more of this. You know, the parents groups can't get together and say, hey, we can't find holiday Barbies, so we're going to go ahead and make them. They can't do that.
Want your bone?
So what's the manufacturer's advice?
For some things, you just, when you know your child really wants it, play it safe, buy it early, put it away, and there'll be no tears on Christmas morning.
And what about Barger and his mission to prevent those tears?
Well, we found the Cheetor. Cost us $13.97. Probably going to charge about $17, $18 for this. It's going to make the parent happy that they got the Cheetor for their kid. It's going to make the kid happy he's got the Cheetor, and it's going to make me happy because I got the money.
Cheetor, cool.
But after all is said and done, Barger isn't actually making that much money. Maybe $25,000 a year.
Why do you do it?
It's fun. I mean, how many people my age can say that they play with toys every day of their life, and that's their job? You know, I enjoy what I do. I don't have to punch a clock, and I get to play with toys. You know, what's better than that?
Do you think you can get me Aquaman?